Welcome back. During this time of year, many Hispanic families come together and make tamales. It's a special Mexican tradition dating back centuries and still a part of the culture today. Joining us this morning to show us how to make tamales is Executive Chef Luis Espinoza. Good morning to you. This looks incredible. Tamales really reminds me of my childhood. My grandmother would spend all day cooking these just so we had them for Christmas. Talk about what you brought here today and what ingredients do you need to make tamales?
Well, what I brought were pork tamales. So we need the masa, we need the chiles, and we also need the pork.
And I was talking to you about this. How's the process? It's really long.
It is, it's very long. So we actually like to do the pork the night before, and we actually soak the corn husks, the hojas, the night before also. What we like to do is boil the pork, add the onions and garlic, and then we actually do the same with this chiles.
What other ingredients do you have here?
Well, these are the two different chiles we use, and we actually boil those, and then we comes out as a paste, and we actually blend it and strain it. That seasoning I use for the masa, and I also use for the pork.
What's in it?
I'm sorry.
The season. What's like the importance of the flavor?
Yes,
because you have to get that
ancho.
important. Okay.
Yeah, chile ancho and chile guajillo, and with the pork I actually keep the consomme. So the lard, the fat I actually use for the masa, and the consomme I actually use to season the pork with.
And what I've heard is that it's so important, the lard.
Yes, it is.
So it's a lot, right?
Yes. So it actually helps when you actually masar, and when you pour them on the corn husk, if it sticks, it's just going to fall apart when you pull them out.
Now, do you have some to show us?
Yes, we actually have some already here, and we actually have some pre-made.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this. I was telling you, this has really been a Christmas tradition for my family. All my uncles and my aunts would like sit around the table and just make them. I was never good at it though. It's really a craft.
It is.
Talk about making them.
It is a process. So you can actually do it two ways. The old-fashioned way is just with a spoon.
There you go.
You masar and you put it on your palm of your hand, or you can use the press. So the press, you actually make a little ball.
This is fancy. Okay.
Yes.
This is different nowadays.
Yes. So you can actually put the ball in there, put the hoja, and smash it, and then pull it out, and then put the meat and go.
And now, how long do they cook once they're all prepared?
It depends how many dozen you want to make. We usually do about 40 dozen, and that takes about 2 hours. About
2 hours. What makes them so special? What makes the tamales so special?
We do it around the time of Christmas for the families. We get together, have a tamalada, and everybody just comes together, and that's just our way of thanking our family for coming out and helping out. Plus, you get to eat. So.
How important is it to keep this tradition alive? I did it as a kid. My father did it as a kid as well. How important is it that, hey, maybe I start it myself and then pass that tradition along to my family?
It's very important. Our daughters are coming in this weekend, so we're going to do some more tamales this weekend. My son helps us out. He makes tamales with us. He eats more than he makes, but you know, he's a team.
Hey, I don't make it all and I eat a lot. When did you start learning how to make tamales?
I watched my my aunts and my grandmother make them when we were younger, and when I became an executive chef, I kind of tried to perfect it.
Right.
But I always go back to grandma's recipe.
You have to. It's the best.
Yes.
You can't get them anywhere else like they taste at grandma's house.
Grandma's. My mother-in-law makes them very, very well. So
very well. Okay, for people that look at this and that know that making tamales is such a long process, what is your message to them? They may be intimidated about this.
Of course, there's going to be many different types of recipes. When you look up tamales, you're going to have pages and pages. Just go from the heart. I mean, the basic ingredients, the chiles, the pork, and just get family together. I mean, it's very, very easy. But it is time consuming. So
it is time consuming, and I'm going to try some now. But you didn't forget the main ingredient here: love.
Oh yes, for sure, for sure.
Because it is a labor of love to try this. So I wanted to try it as we head on to break. It smells delicious, and I'm so glad you brought the traditional, the basic, the most popular, because this is my favorite too. A lot of people try to get creative with it, but the pork is my favorite as well. So Merry Christmas, Luis, to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you can find a replay of this segment online at click2houston.com. It'll be right there under the community section. I can't wait to dig in. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. They smell delicious.